Welcome back. In this quick tip video, we will look at how to handle dates in Python. Let's get started with importing the module which has most of the datetime functionality. It's datetime, and let's say I would want to get the value of today's date. How do I do that? Datetime.datetime.today. So this returns the date of today. So it says 21st May 2018. Let's take this into a variable. I'll say today underscore date is equal to datetime.datetime.today. So if I do today underscore date, what would be printed? It prints the current date. The structure is very simple. It's year, month. This is the day of the month, followed by hour, minute, and second. The last thing you see in here is a microsecond value. So the structure is really simple. And let's say from the date, you'd want to get some information. How do I do that? So I want to get the year. So I can say toDate.year. Or if I want to get the month, or I would want to get the day. So these are different properties which are directly present inside the date class. So year, month, day. Obviously, you can also get the hour, minute, and also this second as well. So this is how you can create today's date and get information about it. How do you create a specific date? So let's say I would want to create a specific date of a specific timeline. So instead of saying today's date is equal to this, I would want to say some date is equal to, I would want to specify the specific date. How do I do that? If you want to create a date with just the year, let's say 2019, and the month, May, and let's say the date is 27th, you can do this. Then you would see that some date has the day. You can also try and create date with a very specific time. So I want to create a date with 9, 15, and 25 seconds. And if you do some date right now, it would have the time information as well. By default, if you see this was only initializing the date, and it initializes the hour and the minutes to 0. If you want to track seconds and microseconds, then you can actually create specific instances with those values filled in. So now you'll see that we are tracking up to microseconds. For any date, you can get the date information alone. So you can say just date, and it would return just the date information back. Or if you want just the time information back, you can do that as well. So this would give you only the specific time information. Now that we looked at some of the basic things you can do with a date, we'll look at a few operations to manipulate dates. Let's say I have a date. This is currently 2019 5/27, right? So to this, I would want to add a specific number of days or weeks or things like that. How can I do that? That's where a concept called time delta comes into picture. What I'll do is I'll make it very simple to myself. So I'll say day is equal to some date. So we have a day variable which contains the value of the date. So to this day, you can add a time delta. So I can say time delta of how much you'd want to add. So I would want to add 90 days. So I'm adding 90 days to this. Oops, it should have been actually date time. It's not time. So time delta is a thing which is defined in date time module. It should have been days. So day plus datetime.time delta, days is equal to 90. Once I do that, you'd see that a new date is printed, 2019 8/25. When you add 90 days to 27th May, what you get is 25th August in 2019. So that's what we are doing in here. One of the important things is that the original value of day is not getting modified. So the original value still stays there. However, what we are getting is a new value. It returns a new value with the change that we asked for. So 27th May plus 90 days is 25th August. Similar to this, you can add weeks as well. So let's say I would want to add 3 weeks to a specific date. So 27th May plus 3 weeks is 17th June. You can also try and do things like adding number of hours. So let's say I would want to add 48 hours. What would be the value? You can see 27th May plus 48 hours is 29th May. In this quick video, what we looked at were the basics of the date time module in Python. It is used to define date and time. So over here we have the date component, and over here we have the time component. We can either create dates with specific dates, or you can use a specific date to manipulate it. You can add number of days, number of weeks, number of hours, and things like that. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.